The green-eyed monster, envy. A couple hours ago, had a perfect example of it. I was actually alone. First, when I walked into 7-Eleven, guy came in behind me, talking on the phone. I could tell by the dialect he's Spanish, not Latin American, Spanish. And talking about pregunto tonto, and all kind of almost slightly, almost like an Italian, but not Italian. It was small man, maybe 5'4", 160 pounds, kind of talking. And they go to check out, and he gets up right behind me. In retrospect, I'm thinking, that's actually the perfect place to shove something in your jacket. He was wearing a jacket. I wasn't. It was warm. Didn't get that. You're in a vehicle. He's probably going to pay for gas. Why are you still wearing a jacket, or why, on an 80-degree day? So anyway, but I'm always I'm taking too long here. I'm kind of slow to check out because I've got to be sure that I get the right thing in the right hand because my left arm doesn't work. And as I slowly, and I didn't know he had suddenly stepped up behind me. He had stopped his pretend shopping. Apparently didn't see anything. And as I began to turn, I could just kind of feel that he was just envious, just full of kind of a suppressed rage at the fact that I completely, him standing that close behind me, the cashier couldn't even see him. I completely just blocked out his existence. I'm literally twice his size. I recently was weighed. I'm without clothes, I'm around 288. And I'm still, especially with the hat on, I'm, over 6.5 feet tall. He's like 5'4", 100, chubby. He had a big, 150 pounds or so. And I could just get that feeling. Because he comes from a culture has changed. Spain has changed a lot because they have to deal with all those English tourists and stuff. Benidorm and all that sort of thing is, Spain is very much dependent upon their leisure industry. It's a critical part of their economy and stuff. And he's learned that he can't do the stuff that he was taught even to do as a kid and stuff like that. For those of you who are not familiar with other cultures, such as his, is they break queue. You can't do that. Once all them English tourists start coming to Spain, you're going to learn to not break queue, or all the English speaking people will just walk away from the business. And what they usually do in those cultures is the moment they might let you complete your transaction, but the very second you complete your transaction, they usually use their left elbow to elbow you out the way and put their hand on the counter, claiming next is in the line for transaction. But I could just feel the envy of this little man, this tiny little man who thought he was such a big man. He really thinks of himself as a big man. All of a sudden standing behind a guy whose ass is literally right in his face. I mean, literally. Seriously, I could just feel I just kind of turned slightly, and I could tell by the look on his face is that he wished he was me. He envied me just for my size. The green-eyed monster, it's everywhere. Man, I'm right at the limit that y'all watch. I'll have to go to the next video. I've been checking my analytics. My entire crowd is 65 or older. Got one Russian in there. Well, maybe two.